You are listening and watching to a very special podcast. Alright, everyone, we're going to continue where we left off in Tilda's point of view. Alright, yeah. She's going to be going to new worlds and she's going to recruit more people, but right now she's taking a break. Guess what happens while she's in the pool? Enjoy! She was at the swimming area, not of her own training room, nor even at Evermore. She was basically just at a regular pool at some sort of hotel that she was staying at. She was pretty much bankrupt for now. She had to find a job somewhere in order to pay back her sister. She sighed to herself. Geez, I do my work as a singer. I knew singers can't get paid, but I gotta find another way to get some money, she thought to herself. She thought about Melusine and what she said about instruments. Could that be true? Could my music be any more noisy? No, what am I thinking? She thought to herself. My music's not noisy. I mean, it has sound and instruments, but that's how music is supposed to play. However, I can't help but wonder what my music would sound like without the instruments and only my voice. That sounds pretty good. As she was in thought, her hand began to swirl in the water, making some sort of motion. All of a sudden, the water suddenly came to life, with different formations of it. Nobody really noticed except for the children, which they began to play on them. They were having so much fun that Tilda was lost in thought. She didn't really mind if the kids play. She was used to this, and nobody even knew it was really her. They were all too busy reading. Some adults were just talking amongst themselves, and some were sunbathing. There wasn't much people. The children were beginning to play and playing around on the water formations that she created. Tilda looked back at what the children were doing and she smiled. That should keep them entertained in case they get bored. Luckily for Tilda, she wasn't in the shallow. She wasn't in the deep. She was in the shallow. So it was pretty safe for the kids. However, she could feel a shadow upon her. What the? Has the sun blocked out for some reason? Ahem. I believe we want to talk to you. It was Maggie's voice. Speak of the devil, Tilda said. Where do you... The Shinsengumi were there, dressed in uniform, of course. All uniform. But Maggie was wearing just a red top that showed off her midriff and a short skirt, and she was wearing red high heels. The folly of youth. Excuse me for 1 sec. Then she clapped her hands, and the water formations ended, and the children were landed safely. They wondered what had happened, but they all shrugged and decided to go play at the kiddie pool. Tilda leaned her head back. Okay, what's this all about? I'm on to you. We are on to you, Maggie said. Tilda sighed. Oh boy, here we go. Don't you remember? We know that you're with him. Him? Sorry. I don't believe I don't know who's he that you're talking about, Tilda said. As usual, Taushiro smoked a cigarette, but then he removed it from his mouth and said, "You know what we mean," he said. "Katsura. Katsura Kata." Hmm? Oh, Katsura. You know, you guys really don't like that guy. He's a terrorist, Tilda. Not always, you just don't know it. A real shame, isn't it? You try to, I don't know, capture him, but he easily sneaks away. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why, Tilda said. And besides, how could you possibly know that Katsura and I are on the same boat? Tilda said. Oh, you don't remember the last time? Maggie mocked. What she was referring to was during that time Maggie and Taushiro and, of course, Okita were pretty much messing around. When Maggie decided to take a picture of the three of them there, when she looked at the picture after she'd taken it, all of a sudden the three of them were shocked to see that in the background was Katsura and Tilda. When Maggie saw the two of them were there, suddenly Tilda and Katsura looked shocked and ran away, with Maggie and the other two Shinsengumi officers chasing after them. Oh, come on, we were just kidding around. You know, you've been messing around with the law. You know, Taushiro and of course Sago, bad cops. Strange, isn't it? You have to go running around with those guys while they cause trouble. I still don't see why you have to recruit them, Tilda said. Oh, look who's talking. I'm not the one after a terrorist. You got that wrong. That guy is not always a terrorist. You guys may think he's a terrorist, but he's not really a terrorist. At all. Not always a terrorist. Oh, you don't know that. You really don't know that. He may be just an ordinary guy, but he has a dark side. I know it. Maggie said, "Oh, so you think. Well then, so do I," Tilda said. All of a sudden, Tilda moved her hands out and splash Maggie and the rest of the Shinsengumi. Ah! My outfit! You friggin' bitch! Ooh, watch it, Tilda scolded. She had a smile on her face. You know, you once told me that blood was thicker than water. Well, you got that wrong. Water is thicker if it's frozen. Like now, Tilda said. Suddenly, the wet water froze everybody's clothes, even also their limbs, like their arms. You did not just... Oh, yes, I did. Oh, man, I am good with this, Tilda said. Then Tilda suddenly stretched out and managed to come up on her feet. She went over to the chair where she placed her towel, took it, and then she began drying, but not before she put the towel folded back and put it right behind her around her neck. And then she turned to the others and said, "Well, my dear friends, it was a nice chat. If you need me, you know where I am." Oh, that's right. You're there too, Mags. Well, catch you later. We're not done with you yet, Maggie called out. Well, you are now, Tilda said. Oh, and by the way, Taushiro, don't forget about me in this, okay? All right, see ya, Tilda said. She loved doing that. Then, as she pressed the elevator doors, she waited for a few moments and then she went back in. But before she went into the door, she decided to walk backwards. She was very careful, but with the power of water, she managed to glide in. Then she pressed one of the buttons and headed back to her room in the elevator. Once she got back to her room, she began to change clothes, she took a shower, and as she was done, she looked out at the view. Blue skies, people playing in the pool, and then there was the beach near the hotel that she was at. Even though she still had her place at Evermore, she had to get away from the others. They were too much worried about her condition. I'm all right. I can do this. I can do this. I'll be fine. However, thinking about how much pain that she had been, she was glad that she was getting better. Somehow, why was she hallucinating about them? What was going on? Why was she acting this way? You know, I have no idea what this all means.